there was someone in my Discord who was really attracted to airplanes.
What is a technosexual?
So, a technosexual is someone who is sexually aroused by robots, technology, technological approaches to having sex.
For me, it's more leans towards androids. That means robots that actually look human and have just basically it's more of a roboticness to them. It's an uncanniness. That's what works for me.
Was this something you just realized one day, or did this kind of develop?
For me, it was like I developed my skills in robotic movement over time. But then falling into the fetish was like literally, one day someone DM'd me on Instagram and was like, "Have you heard of this thing called ASFR?" And I was curious, started looking it up, and then just started making content.
ASFR stands for what?
All sex fetish robot, and that's my specific fetish that I make content for. Mhm.
So for yourself, like Mandroid, when did you kind of realize that this was your jam, so to speak?
Honestly, I'm going to say as far back as I can remember. Like I'm talking 4 years old. There was an episode of Dennis the Menace that I was fascinated, absolutely fascinated by. There was an android that one of his friends made, but then I don't know what age it was. I was probably 14 when I realized it was sexual, and uh, then I was 16. I saw the movie Virtuosity, and the android bartender was the first time that that it got me.
So I guess, what is it about it? Right? Like, what is it about a robot that is sexually arousing or technology that is sexually arousing to you?
For me, it's the thought of control. There's one aspect of it. There's the non-judgmental factor of it, where you feel like you can do anything and not be judged about it. And uh, it's the motion of it, like the robot, the uncanniness of a person who's moving robotically, or uh, the idea of that there's machinery under someone's skin, and it's just you know it's just all a ruse to fool you into thinking it's a person. And, so and and yeah, and the I hate to say the word. I don't like using the word mindless, but I really can't really like uh, get the word other than I can't think of another word, but it's the mindlessness of them where like some people like conscious robots. I'm not one. So uh, I like program personality, but I don't like actual personality, if that makes sense. Like if it's a person, I mean, if a robot has consciousness, it might as well be a person. That's what I guess I'm trying to say. And it doesn't work.
So, like, I definitely agree with the uncanny valley kind of effect. There's sort of like that jump, that gap between reality and fantasy, and the way that your brain is constantly trying to make sense of things, and it doesn't. Like that sort of gap is like very attractive.
Uh, is there a stigma to it though, right? Like, do people
There's
within the
absolutely stigma.
lifestyle, like, do they give me some leeway in the words, right? Because I don't know how to say this without just saying this. Do people even in the lifestyle, do they like, oh, this is kind of weird? I think you know what I mean in this. Is there a stigma to it? Do people even in the like, oh, why is this my thing?
I mean, I'll say this. I've asked myself that plenty of times. So, there's been times where it's like, well, regular sex would be preferred. I would prefer to just be attracted to, if I'm going to be gay, be attracted to men, and that's it. But that I have come to grips or come to grips with it. That
terms, whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
come to terms that this is who I am. So it's just kind of I have to let it be what it is. I can't do anything about it, and it's not like it's dangerous. So
Yeah.
do people get like weirded out by it? Absolutely. Like that's outside of this the community, especially if you just tell somebody that you're into robots, they're totally confused. And then if you try to clarify, they think it's like scary murder stuff, and it's like I'm not trying to actually dig into your circuitry and break you. You know what I mean? Like,
I've like had the totally opposite experience. But being a woman, it's like
yeah,
everybody wants a fembot. Like it's yeah, it's I feel
yeah.
like the idea and you see it more in pop culture, which, could speak to just the overall patriarchy of having this mindless, obedient woman in your house doing as you please. But that image is more common than seeing a mandroid. I mean, the last time I really saw one, I want to say in pop culture, was this like amazing Michael B. Jordan commercial. I think it's for
Alexa.
yes, okay. And that's like what I when I'm trying to explain this fetish to people who've never seen it before, that's like literally what I show them. Like it's sort of like this.
Are there aspects of the lifestyle where somebody might be attracted to inanimate objects? Like the new iPhone is just, ooh, that is,
I heard of a lady who has this for real. She was like on TV where she's attracted to roller coasters.
I saw the guy that was sexually attracted to his car, and the
Hmm.
car quote unquote died, and so he kept the hood to it. But that I don't know. I wouldn't categorize that in technosexuality, but maybe
No.
it is. It's somewhere in there, and I just don't know. Uh, there was someone in my Discord who was really attracted to airplanes, and I mean, I couldn't relate to it, so I didn't really have anything to say when he would say things about it. And eventually he left because no one had that kink. So
yeah, that's got like, I don't know what to say to you. Like, look at the new Boeing 737. Like, it's, it's cool. Like,
but I mean, it's technology. So technosexuality, like I said, is a spectrum. So there's somebody out there. It's just not us.